Post-game analysis for the 3 games that me and Shabaan played. I won 2, he won 1.
Yep.
Let's go through every single game that we played and talk about it with the viewers.
Yeah, for sure.
Game 1, I won that one.
Yeah. I mean, the comeback was insane on his part. I mean, I did make a few rookie mistakes. Obviously, it's, one of my first times playing, especially with that deck. It was actually my first time playing with that deck. But just to see what he did and the comeback was crazy, because I thought I had that game in the bag. So it was mental.
No, when Shabaan played the Shen's Barrage, and he had the Shen, and he leveled him up, I basically had nothing on the field. And
I was impressed by that move on my part, because that was my first game using that deck. I was like, okay, let me put these together.
Exactly. And then that was the perfect combo for that champion, and you pulled that off, and that's the first time I've seen that pulled off. Out of all the people, the first time that's happened. But then, not just that, I was going to lose the next turn. I could only win if I did something that next turn, and to pull the Gift to the Emperor, get 2 cards down, and then draw the 2 cards, and it being a Jinso, pulled me back. And then the turn after, I get a level 10, not level 10, but a 10 cost card to trade in to buy my Akari back. That was just...
That was obviously insane luck as well. Obviously, the cards will be the cards at the end of the day. But the fact that you pulled that off, and the fact that I was suddenly backpedaling after that, was crazy. I mean, he ended on 2 health and I ended on 0. Obviously,
it was a 2-point difference.
2 points difference is crazy.
It was neck and neck.
I think, I was saying this before, the turning point was when I didn't utilize the trade center. I forgot to utilize the trade center that one go, and if I utilized it, I probably could have clawed back and also ended the game. Yeah, definitely. And there was also a point when I traded in one of the archers in the trade center, when I could have attacked twice, and that would have ended him as well. So 2 mistakes there, rookie mistakes, but as I play the game more, I'll definitely get more experience with it and lock in more.
But that was a really good first game.
The opening game, 100%.
That was bloody amazing, because the way it just happened, because it was very back and forth in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then I went pretty far ahead, and then you clawed it back.
Yeah.
And then you pull off that combo, and I'm lost.
I must have taken 4 cards out then.
You took out 1, 2, 3 cards off one effect. And then you had your champion, and all my other units were just on 1 health. So you could have just wiped out my entire board, but you couldn't because of my positioning.
Yeah.
But that was super close. But I think what was more interesting was game 2. When you won that game.
Yeah.
I think that was very interesting, because your strategy changed. What was going in your head?
I feel like I just had to approach it differently, and obviously I had the trade center in mind. I had everything else in mind. The trade center, I feel like, is a very important part of the game, because having those cards, what cards are there, but then coming back to them and be like, oh, now in this situation it's useful, now I can use it. I feel like that part of the game is so useful, and just having that there brings a whole new dynamic to the game, really.
It's you went very aggressive on the...
I feel like I'm just an aggressive player in general. You could tell from the gameplay, but I feel like as I learn the game more, I'll become a bit more defensive and learn
that
other
you can't
strategies.
Just get it all.
You can't just bang out all the cards and expect the best. You need to think of it strategically, which will come with time, of course.
And to game 2, I was really shocked, because I thought, if I play my Akari now, I'm going to be sorted. And that's where I felt that was my big fall, because once he was gone, I just had a bunch of bums on my field, and they couldn't really carry me because I didn't have the strong enough cards in my hand. So.
And then also your father, was it the Samurai Son? Sorry, Samurai Father. Sorry, it had 8 health points. And then I used the what was that card called? The
Buttheads.
Buttheads. I used Buttheads to eliminate that from the game, which for me did a huge advantage. Yeah,
that really knocked me down, because he could have at least survived 3 to 4 turns based on that alone.
Yeah,
and that could have given me that card advantage to come back. But because you used that bloody order card, you got rid of it, and then I had nothing.
I could tell you were annoyed when I used that
really
card. You were like,
annoyed.
oh my god, of course. Because
I was
that
like-
one card that can destroy it straight away.
Yeah.
You've got it.
But like the way you played it as well, because you played the recruiter,
Yeah.
attacked with him, then you played the order card. That was really smart.
Yeah.
Because you used up all the value of the card.
Yeah.
To the point that it was like just useless.
Yeah, I had to make sure that I could do that first because I wasn't too sure. Because obviously, like I said, still not played this game a lot. I was like, can I actually do that? Cleared it with Hinchy. I was like, okay, that's probably the best way to use it.
And that was a very smart move.
Yeah.
And that's why you won the game. Then moving on to game 3, how would you describe game 3?
Me getting obliterated. That's how I describe that. That's him going sweat mode. Genuinely.
That was me thinking a little bit more. Because obviously, I think my favourite play in game 3 was when you tried to attack my maiden. And then I
that play.
swapped it.
Not gonna lie, I didn't know that could be done, but now I know it, and I won't make that mistake again. That was a very good move. Obviously, the maiden, that I think for me that caused problems for the whole game, simply because it boosts what is it the defense.
Any unit, the health,
of any unit. So the fact that he kept doing that every go was so annoying, and especially when he had 2 of them on the field, I was like, this is so jarring. Like I can't attack.
It just buffs and buffs and buffs to the point that if you can't keep up the attacks, then they're gonna
get too overpowered. Yeah.
And like not because of their strength, but because they can just stay on the field for so long, and you'll slowly lag behind.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel as if his card luck was insane though as well, because how is he gonna draw 2 Samurai Sons and 2 Samurai Fathers straight away? And also he had the intelligent seller as well. And
that was like, very lucky considering there are only 6 of those cards in total, being Samurai Son and Samurai Father. To get them in that first draw hand, and then get them in the second draw hand is just. Yeah, it was very lucky that I've had some very lucky draws today, but that's the nature of the game. But also, every single game we played was a completely different story. Yeah,
exactly. Like it changed the dynamic, to a different degree almost, because certain games there'll be certain heroes that you're like, yo, this is my card. This actually won me the game. Yeah. Like for example, Maya Shan in the
game 1.
Yeah, game 1. That came in clutch. Obviously, I didn't end up winning, but I did very well in that game.
Got a really strong highlight play off that. And then game 2, for me, my Akari did nothing, but in game 1, my Jinso did everything. Yeah, that was the key play. This is in the game. Every game you have a different start.
Yeah,
you might have a really strong card, but the strongest card doesn't mean it's the best card. It's not the best card because it's not the best card in that moment. And I think you might have realized that because of every game being different, is you can't underestimate every unit in your deck.
Exactly. Even the ones who might seem weak or might not seem, the strongest against certain other units, opposing units, they actually might be better in the long run in terms of different strategies.
Yeah. So overall, how would you say to our viewers there?
Overall, I'd say, Dynasty, it's a whole different dynamic in terms of, gaming, really, in terms of trading cards. The way the gameplay evolves and the way that you can choose different strategies, and you can also, just the way in general to play is completely different from any other TCG I've really played. The way Hinchy tells it to me, he's like, imagine you're on a battlefield, imagine you're actually a general, commanding these troops. The fact he said that, it made me think about it more. And I was like, yeah, okay, I put these guys together, they can take on these units. I can, there's an opening here, I can attack him from there. It's just,
you can really immerse yourself into the game.
Yeah. And it makes you think about the characters, how they might. It sort of creates a little scenario in your head about how it's actually happening as well.
It paints you that picture in the game whilst you're playing. So really is interesting, isn't it? The way that we play this. So
100%. Just to go back onto the last game as well, the final game, I had Jean's Barrage and I had Wukong's Rage. Is it Wukong?
Enraged Wukong.
Enraged Wukong. So I had both of them. And I can't lie, I was waiting for a Wukong or a Jean card. That would have saved me, but for the whole time, I could not draw one. So that was the bane of that game. I just could not draw that card that would get me out of that, you know, hole.
Sometimes it literally just comes down to the cards you draw.
Yeah.
But like if you can adapt, then like it's pretty good. But to have 2 10-cost cards in your hand, like within your draw, then it's a very big break. They should have shuffled them back in, man. Mulligan.
Yeah.
Should have sent them back in and then draw them when they come.
Yeah.
Because the biggest tip for anyone, I would say, is you need units. Units is the only way that you're going to win. So even if you've got the best order cards, does not matter. You need units to be on the field. You need them to defend. You need them to attack. So always get units.
What happened is at the time I drew, I think Sean's Barrage. So that's the only one I drew. Then I drew Enraged Root. I drew Enraged Root. Sorry, as well. So that
was very bad.
Then it was like, I've got 2 of these and they're 10 resource cards and I can't even utilize them. But obviously I didn't really know that in advance. But maybe I should have shuffled it again. But you know, it is what it is. We learn from our mistakes.
We learn. And we're going to be doing more videos with the new decks that are going to be coming out very soon. Hopefully next month. Which is very interesting. So guys, thank you very much for watching me and Shabaan play. Discord link is below. Please check it out. And we've also got our Patreon subscribers who are, let's say, right here. So thank you to the Patreon subscribers that help us out. But if you guys enjoy, please like, comment, subscribe, and then all the other YouTube jargon. Bye bye.
Cool, guys. Take care. We'll be seeing you soon.